This is the story of the greatest football manager in the world ever.
His name is MICK MCCARTHY and he manages Wolverhampton Wanderers. They're complete shit, but it's not his fault. It's the players that are shit, it's the players' fault. He hates life more than some poncy little emo 12-year-old. His face looks like something that Picasso drew when he was smoking crack.
Right, lads, last week against Fulham, you were all fucking shit! You all played like some fucking 12-year-old cunts. You know why, don't you?
I think last week it was because...
Lick my bell, Terry! It's because you're all gay! You're all softer than that little gay fella in Glee who sings like a woman and he bombs men! None of you can fight for victory because it takes a struggle. And none of you have ever even seen a real man struggle and achieve the unachievable. I brought in a piece of footage that would inspire even the laziest bunch of arsehole bastards. Gentlemen, I present to you, me doing my wife. It may not be clear due to the many skin folds covered in open sores and fatty cysts, but this is a woman, a 48-stone woman. It took me 6.5 hours just to find a fanny. The stench was unbelievable, and made worse by the musty heat that the woman gave off. I brought a canary along for the expedition. There was a brief scare when the canary died, but luckily it didn't die due to gas poisoning. Instead, it died of sorrow. But gentlemen, I digress. The facts are these. I fought through those fat folds. I clambered through that bush of wiry pubes. I found the vag. But most importantly, I did what I had to. I made love to a grotesquely fat woman's punani. Now get out there and win this match!
So the score here is 11-0 to Man City. Wolves player just loses his footing there. Goal. Is it just me, Chris, or do some of the players have a haunted look about them today? Yes, that's true, Andy. Last time I saw that look, it was in the eyes of my friend Pazza when I showed him a video of a grotesque fat woman getting poked, or harpooned as we used to say in the biz. One can only imagine what might be going through the mind of the master tactician MICK MCCARTHY. Fierce and deftly calculated, like a modern-day Genghis Khan. Got to contest that Mick will most likely do something stupid and mongot the game. Goal.
Hey, defeat is thesaurus to tacos, ese.
Why don't you munch on my anal pubic hair, you fanny farts?
I'm so insult.
Goal! Wow, it must be 50-0. Another one!
I don't want to lose this match.
Double goal!
That's not even a thing.
A Man City defender has begun urinating on a Wolverhampton player as a sign of disrespect. Referee says play on!
Fuck, you didn't get hit by the ugly stick, you got crushed by the ugly tree. You look like a fat Pocahontas who got hit by a train. You look like a Hey, fat Pocahontas, lift me out of here, you bastard.
Looks like McCarthy's stuck in the ground. It's always I say to behold when a player is partially underground in an unrealistic fashion. You could say he's in too deep with this one. Oh, not funny. Fuck you, Andy! Wolverhampton corner.
You alright, Chief?
Oh, keep your eyes on the fucking game.
Goal, 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 goal,
Wow,
goal,
classic
goal,
counter-attack.
goal.
So Mick, what went wrong tactically?
My players are terrible. What am I meant to do with those bastards? I'm a quality manager, but I can't polish a turd. And inside that dressing room are 11 little turds putting their shoes on. You know, like those little rabbit turds that look like Nesquik. That's what I've got for a team.
What do you think of the refereeing decisions today?
Oh, was there a referee for this match? Oh, I didn't see one. I did see some overpaid sart with a whistle making shit decisions, though.
Are you aware that you've just broken FA Code of Conduct by criticising the match referee?
I don't give a dog's jap's eye about the FA Code of Conduct. Oh no, the FA, what are they gonna do? The FA can lick my ring.
Mick McCarthy, you have been summoned before the FA Council on a charge of saying slightly rude things about a referee after a match. How do you plead?
Well, I was only saying those things.
The evidence is indisputable. A unanimous verdict must be reached by the members of the council.
Guilty.
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 Guilty. McCarthy, in light of your guilty verdict, you are sentenced to life's imprisonment inside a futuristic perspex sheet that will then be flung into space like at the start of Superman 1.
As if my nose needs pressing against some fucking glass.